Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. Today I have in shop 2007 Toyota Camry Hybrid. This one has that incredible, at least for me, gray leather interior and that steering wheel. Just to sit in this cabin and drive it into the shop, absolute pleasure. That leather, you just slide nicely on top of it. I love this kind of interior on these Camrys, and the Avalons looked very similar. Love it. But back to the video. Actually, we will stay the mileage as usually. Did that interior looked like it's such an old vehicle with 193,000 miles? I don't think so. And today the vehicle came for the service, which was requested by the owner, and it's about the hybrid transaxle fluid. And in this video I would like to show that simple drain and refill, which is even mentioned in that owner's manual, which was in the glove box. So if you own one of these vehicles, those hybrids, there is that hybrid transaxle. This is the manual which you hopefully have in the glove box, and on the page 383 is written this: transaxle, fluid capacity, drain and refill, 4 quarts, fluid type Toyota Genuine ATF WS. So I will go ahead, we will see what's the condition. Hopefully it doesn't need a complete flush because it will be nasty. Hopefully it's not nasty. Hopefully we can perform and show people how to do drain and refill on this vehicle. So the baby is up in the air. I installed some light. This will be the engine oil pan. That's the passenger side, and on the driver side we have that hybrid transaxle. Hopefully the light perfectly shows you the drain plug right here on the bottom, and also filler plug. The handle is in the way. Filler plug right there. The filler plug also shows us the level because you are using the overflow method on this. So let's crack open with hex stand the level one. We have to always make sure we open that one first so we can fill it back, and we will then continue with cracking open that drain plug and getting rid of the fluid. We will measure it. If it is really 4, that's an approximate. Toyota always says it's an approximate number. So we will check if it's 4 quarts, or you might need more for it. Transaxle like this doesn't have any torque converters or filters, pans, and so on. So basically what we will get out today, that's basically the whole fill of this hybrid transaxle. So this just makes sense to show this service this way and not call it flush or perform multiple flushes and so on. We will be having and doing very simple service, yet it will be the correct service. Here is our hex 10 tool. So let's crack open first the filler, so we know it's fillable later. You heard it? Perfect. So that's open. I will start bringing my pitching paint. I have perfectly cleaned. I cleaned this baby. Hopefully you can see it. This is perfectly clean, so we will be able to confirm the amount of the fluid. Also, we will be able to evaluate what was left in it. Well, this one is, listen to this one. Did you hear that? Did you hear that little hiss? Don't be, if you are doing it yourself, don't be worried about it. It's perfectly normal. So we can see the level, the fill is perfect because very little of that fluid came out. But I can see that the owner, who's subscriber of this channel, did the right choice to bring it. It's actually too late, I will say. It's so dirty. The fluid's so dirty. You will see when I open the drain. But whatever. He was trying to make appointment for a long time. I will back up the camera a little bit because I don't want to risk any spill. It will come with the kind of power out from here, from the bottom. Oh yeah, did you hear that? So I can see it's good he brought it. I will say that should have been done sooner, but it's okay. He has a problem with wife, always needs this vehicle, and to make appointment with her schedule was difficult for him. But here we go. I'm opening the bottom, and you guys, I'm sure you will agree, the fluid is very bad, because you will be able to see the difference between the new one and old one. We already read from that owner's manual that this is taking WS. He confirmed that together. I will try ASAP to grab that camera and show it to you. That's the problem with these fluid services. I keep jumping there and back, cleaning my hands. Come on. So look at it. That fluid, it's absolutely nasty. It's black, basically. This service was needed a long time ago, but as we know, Toyotas, they take a lot of abuse, and the good news is today we will replace it with the new. So I always recommend to everybody, let it drip as long as you can afford, because you are really getting all the fluid out. If you are patient, it might take easily 30 minutes. Just let it drain, and more you let it drain, cleaner or emptier it will be and ready for that brand new fluid. Now you know me, I always preach to you, use the right oil. That owner's manual clearly says that you're supposed to use Toyota's ATF WS. I keep preaching and saying it's a good idea to stick with it. I know this fluid is not cheap. I know say put only this one in, and then I will have in the comments under the video where you guys are sharing your experiences, and I appreciate it. There will be always a bunch of people saying, waste of money, absolute nonsense. This company somewhere on the sheet so-and-so says this can be replaced with this and that, and instead of $15 per quart, it costs only 10. This is all waste of money. I disagree. How often do you do this service? It's not like engine oil change, which we can look when I will lower it. We can look how this engine oil is burned, despite the fact that on the windshield sticker it still says 2000. Yeah, go. The oil is already halfway between the lines and it's burned like crazy. I will be writing it to him in the comments. So back to this. How often do you replace only 4 quarts of this transmission fluid, which might be expensive, sure, but you will do it like what, 60,000 miles. I'm assuming that hybrid transaxle has a different design than the automatic transmission. That fluid is there for its purpose, lubrication, cooling, blah blah blah, other purposes. But it's only 4 quarts. So why you will try to cut corners or argue so severely that this is nonsense and a waste of money? So what? At 60,000 miles, that's a long time between the intervals. Even if you saved, what, 15, 20 bucks, is it really worth to you? Or just buying what really is supposed to be inside, putting it there? It's only 4 quarts. I don't see why that argument even exists. Yet, I want to make clear, I love how you guys comment underneath the videos. That's why I make these videos. That's why I call it community, because you can read other people's comments. I do read them, I just don't have the time to answer them. And we can learn from each other. So sure, if you have some sheep, please make a videos about it, how you are, where is it written, who, did Toyota really approve that you can replace it with some other oil? Maybe they did and I don't know about it. So I will be using, right, this 4 quarts. It's above me, so I will have to pump it there. I'm using my syringe, which you will see in just a second, and I will be shooting that new fluid in it until basically you either put exactly 4, but if you don't have any slight overflow from that filler plug, you need to keep bringing a little bit more fluid until it will start coming out, and then you know your level is perfect. Here you can probably see both of these plugs. Neither of them has a magnet in it to collect any possible micro shavings. So I just clean them. I don't hear it dripping anymore, and I will go ahead and put the one which is on the bottom, the drain one, and torque it to, I believe these are like 30 Newton meters. It has that aluminum crush washer which seals it, and also it will not let it undo. So I will put the drain one and we will start filling it. Before we will start filling it, let's go and see if that approximate amount of 4 quarts, guys, this is black. This is not even reddish, neither brown. This was a long time overdue, definitely. So let's see if that guidance, approximate guidance, which Toyota gives to you as the owner, or did give at year 2007 when they produced their vehicle, and made that owner's manual, because they don't do it anymore. They don't give you this guidance anymore. That was interesting. They just stopped doing that. If you open the new manuals, you don't have it there. So let's see how close to the 4 quarts we are. We can say, oh my God. Guys, right here, quarts on the left. It's very, I will say, tiny bit. I will say it shows 4.1 quarts. And we saw the level was perfect because when we removed the filler, tiny bit of that old fluid came out. So yeah, I will say it's confirmed. Toyota did a good job, and it's 4 or 4.1. And what I'm doing right now or recently, I'm using this syringe. You can hopefully see it. I had the bigger one, which was 3 times bigger, which will be better in this job. It was mighty whack, I believe, but that one broke. It also didn't fit in certain locations, so I'm missing it. Maybe for this job I'm missing it, but in general this one is really good, and I can recommend this one to any DIYer. I have another one for a brake fluid only, which is in different container, and this I'm using only for the ATFWS. So here we go. And basically what I will do, I will get it in. I will move this entire thing underneath, because there is always a little bit of drippage right here. You probably don't see me. I will move you with the light just to give you idea. I'm getting that brand new beautiful pinkish, it's not even red. The type 4 it's more red, this one is more like a pinkish, and I'm carefully, without really spilling anything, pumping or shooting that brand new fluid in this hybrid transaxle. Let me move you closer. I don't see any other angle I can use, but you will see it. I will try to show you that fluid color. So look at it. It's transparent, slightly, I will say pinkish. You insert it there and nicely squeeze it in. I will continue, I will repeat this until I will have very slight overflow coming of that hole, and we will discuss if it was exactly those 4 quarts. And if you are using this syringe, the spill it's absolutely minimal. You have a good control over it. You are slower, but for DIY I think this is a good option. I'm glad I can show it to you. And fluid just started overflowing and dripping for the first time, and it actually was a little bit over 4, like 4.3 to make it finally coming out. So I will recommend to have ready 5 quarts of that WS. You can see that's another reason why you can recommend it for DIY, because the level, adjusting the level is very easy. You are not doing these trickle things with a computer and watching the temperature. No, this is just really simple drain and refill as a service. So I hope you enjoyed it. Share your comments below the video and be subscribed. I have way more coming your way soon. I will catch you in the next one, my friend.